Let us go live to Claudio, who's outside the presidential palace in Rome. Why cannot Italy have a prime minister who's elected by the people?
Well, there is a voting law here in Italy that was deemed unconstitutional by the Supreme Court. And Matteo Renzi said all along, since he was elected leader of the Democratic Party back on December 2013, that he wanted new elections, he wanted to win elections outright, but first the parliament should have passed a new voting law that allows Italians to vote, to select and choose their own candidates, something that does not happen with this current law. Well, then he realized, or he said, that he didn't see the former Prime Minister Enrico Letta doing much about it, and he didn't believe that the government was moving fast enough to introduce this new voting law. So he said, well, I don't have any other choice but to replace you as Prime Minister so that I can pass that voting law myself. As a matter of fact, today, during his speech, after he met Napolitano, said that the first law that he will try to push through in Parliament is the voting law.
When you spoke to the journalist from Corriere della Sera, he said, we've got to see who the real backers of this government are. What did he mean by that?
Well, of course, he's inheriting a coalition, a very fragile coalition government where forces from both the centre-right and centre-left have been working together to push reforms through. Well, that hasn't worked very well under Enrico Letta. So what Massimo Franco, the journalist, meant is, will, for instance, Angelino Alfano, the leader, the former ally of Silvio Berlusconi, who split up with him to form his own party, still back Renzi, or will Renzi run with a double ticket with Silvio Berlusconi himself? We'll have to wait and see for that.
Oh dear, well, we'll have to wait. You're absolutely right. But just give us an idea, Claudio, on what the state of Italy's finances are, because 2-3 years ago, everybody said it was in real trouble. How is it now?
Well, it is still in real trouble. It's better than 2 or 3 years ago. You may remember that 2 or 3 years ago we had the famous spread, which is the lever over which the investors from abroad value the risks in Italy. And the spread back then was up at almost 500, which was almost a point of non-return. Well, if you look at the spread today, after the announcement of the meeting between Renzi and Napolitano, well, the spread was down to 200. That means that the markets at least see this change cautiously positively. Let's put it that way. But of course the problems for Italy are not over at all, especially on the economic side. And Renzi said that after the voting law, the next law that needs to be introduced, well, actually he promised one law per month, we'll see if he can keep that one up, is labour and economy laws.
One law per month and one government per 5 years. That would be something in Italy. Claudio Lavanga, thank you.